I'm just wrapping things up here at Impact Fitness. It's about 12 o'clock Friday. Been here since 5:30 a.m. So just getting things going, getting the afternoon going, getting ready. Got to get my own workout in now. But the weekend's coming up, so I wanted to give a shout out to my clients out there, because I know a lot of you guys struggle with the weekends. A lot of you guys tend to lose 1, 2, or 3 pounds during the week, and then the weekend comes up and you gain that weight back. And then you got to spend the following week losing that weight again. And once you lose that weight, the weekend's here again, so you gain it back again. Therefore, you fall into that vicious cycle of losing the same 1 to 3 pounds every single week. And I know you guys don't want to stay in that vicious cycle, but weekends are tough. I mean, you're faced with decisions, and sometimes, spur of the moment, you're not always going to think about losing 50 pounds when you got beer and pizza facing you, or when you're in the middle of a party or a get-together, you're out to eat with your family or something. You're not exactly thinking of losing your 50 pounds when you got some good food and drinks in front of you and some good company. So I'm kind of here to give you guys a shout out as to what you can do to help get through those weekends, because I don't want you guys beating yourself up come Monday. I know at the time, when you're in the middle of it all, you're not really thinking about it, but come Monday, you get on the scale, and you're really disappointed in what you did. You're really pissed off at yourself, and now you got to spend a whole week getting back to where you were and probably deal with the same issue again next weekend. So I kind of want to give you guys some ideas as to what you can do to easily overcome the downfall of what the weekend could turn out to be. So the number one thing, now there's one thing, you can skip the gym, okay, but there's one thing that if you do this 7 days a week, you'll definitely increase your chances of losing some serious weight. In fact, it's the number one goal that I give to my clients, and it's the number one goal that people just can't seem to do. Not many people can do this. I would say 25% of all gym members that attempt this can actually pull it off. And I know my clients have a hard time, but I'd say about 25% of my clients can do this 7 days a week. So if you want a challenge, if you want a true challenge, that's going to be tough, okay, but if you want the challenge, here it is. And you guys have all heard this before. If you're clients of mine, you've worked out with me before, you've heard this before. It's really simple, okay? All you got to do, within an hour after you wake up, take in a protein with a carb, and then every 4 hours, all weekend long, take in a protein with a carb. That's key, because I think a lot of you might take in an apple all by itself, or a banana all by itself, or oatmeal all by itself. Now, it's not that carbs are bad. Now, carbs taken in by themselves can be a lot worse than, taking in not enough carbs or too many carbs. But when you take in carbs alone, that's generally not a good thing. You want to take that protein in with the carb, for one, to keep your insulin levels in check. But on top of that, the protein with the carbs is just going to keep that metabolism elevated longer period of time. Plus, by taking in protein, you're going to allow the carbohydrates to do their job in the body. But if the proteins aren't available, the carbohydrates can't do that, and you're going to have a much harder time losing weight. So just keep it real simple. Keep it real simple and take in a protein with the carb. Now, what are proteins? For those of you that don't know, proteins: chicken, turkey, tuna, steak, eggs, seafood, protein powders, things like that. Carbs, that'd be something like pasta, potatoes, rice, yams, fruit, things like that. So all you got to do is take in a protein with a carb within an hour after you wake up, and every 4 hours after that. Now, let's talk about another issue that comes up over the weekend. All you guys go out to eat, okay? Now, when you go out to eat, there's certain choices you can make to assure yourself that you're going to like what the scale has to say come Monday. Now, most of you that train with me already know, you've heard this before, okay? But stay away from the appetizers and just say no sauce to the waiter. Now, some of you are laughing at that, and I know it kind of sucks. I mean, it sucks to pass on the Tostada nachos. Tostada nachos at TGI Fridays are my favorite, but it sucks to pass on those. Say I get a chicken and shrimp fettuccine Alfredo from TGI Fridays, and I say no Alfredo sauce. Well, maybe it would taste better with the sauce on it, but I'm not going to like what the scale has to say. And I'll tell you what, if all I got to do to lose some weight is say no appetizers and no sauce in my meals, but I can still go to normal restaurants, eat with normal people, go to a normal restaurant and have normal company around me, to me that's a win-win situation. Because I'm not staying away from the restaurant completely. I'm just making better choices once I get to that restaurant. Because you figure most restaurants are pretty healthy if you don't have sauces and appetizers. You got, what, steak and rice, steak and potato, chicken potato, tilapia rice. I mean, it's pretty much all the same. But when they load it with sauce, that's where all your fats are going to come in, and that's what's going to kill you right there. Maybe it would taste better with the sauce on it, but if you're really trying to make a serious attempt at losing some serious weight, like 30, 40, 50 pounds, if you continue to have those sauces on your meals, it's going to be really, really super hard to lose weight. Because like I was saying before, generally, People lose the same 1 to 3 pounds every single week, and it all comes on the weekend when they gain it back. And weekends, it's not just you watching this video, everybody. I'd say 85% of all gym members have a super, super hard time getting it together on the weekends, and I know they really want to lose the weight, but the weekends really sabotage your efforts, and I just want to kind of give you guys a couple ideas as to what you can do and still lose weight, even if you do go out to eat. Now, one thing you can do, you can always remind yourself what you're trying to accomplish, because say you're at a restaurant, everybody around you is drinking, everybody's around you eating, and you want to give in a little bit. You got to think to yourself, am I going to be happy with myself come Monday? Because if you do this now, just think of how you're going to feel when the scale weight come Monday is the same or even a pound or two higher than it was a few days prior, all because of what you did on the weekend. Think about how that's going to feel, okay? And, just try to hold back if you can, because you're going to feel like shit when you come to the gym Monday, so why do that to yourself? I mean, if you go out eating pizza, drinking beer, you're not going to feel very good when you weigh in Monday, so why even go there in the first place? Or if you do, just watch your portion sizes. I mean, from my experience, I keep track, I look at my clients' diets all the time on myfitnesspal.com. What I'm finding is the ones that can take in 2 pieces of pizza or less, and they also take in 2 drinks or less, those are the ones still losing weight. People that eat more than 2 pieces, like if they eat 3 or 4 pieces, I find those are the ones not losing weight. The people that drink more than 2 drinks in one night, those are the ones that aren't losing weight. Okay, but if you can look, just watch your portion sizes, you can go a long way as far as still doing normal things, eating normal food, drinking a little bit, and still losing some weight if you watch it. Okay, just too much isn't a great thing. And as far as the alcohol goes, it's not, you can always say to yourself, well, I was drinking a 64, I wasn't doing that bad. It's not the calories in the alcohol that's really going to hold you back. What it is the way alcohol metabolizes in the body. You see, when you're taking too much alcohol, it pretty much just shuts down the metabolism to the point to where you can't even burn off body fat for up to 24 hours. So your metabolism just stops. And then come Monday, when you get back to the gym, well, now you got to work at starting it back over again. And you get it started up, and it started up all through Thursday and Friday. You lose another pound or 2, but then the weekend's here again, so you lose it again. So we got to try to get out of that vicious cycle, because if you don't, you're going to continue to be frustrated. You're going to continue to be discouraged. You're going to continue to beat yourself up. You're going to keep looking in the mirror. You're not going to like what you see. So I think you should make it a point to put the foot down, and let's just make a true decision that you're going to do whatever it takes to lose this weight, because if you don't do it now, then when are you going to do it? When? Every single weekend, something's going to come up. So I'm going to keep shooting these videos out to you guys on weekends, especially for my clients. I want to make sure my clients get messages like this, because all of you do great during the week, and a lot of you do good on weekends, but most of you struggle with weekends. And I know you're around people, family, friends, that don't quite understand what you're trying to accomplish. Most people that you run into aren't even members at a gym. So they would like to lose weight, but most people aren't even willing to join a gym to make that first step because life is in the way. They're too busy to focus on their health and the way they look and the way they feel. But if you're watching this video, that tells me that you really want to lose the weight. So that means you can just do whatever it takes to lose it. And what's going to happen is when people start to see that you're passing up on the sauces and you're starting to kind of watch what you eat, and you're going to the gym more, and people are going to see that you're, trying to accomplish something big, and they'll start to support you after a while. But if you tell somebody you want to lose some weight and then you go out for pizza and you give in, well, nobody's going to take you seriously then, so you're really not going to build yourself a little support team, or nobody around you is going to think that you're, that disciplined enough to take your goals seriously enough to lose any weight. But at first, it's going to be a constant struggle. So just do your best, and when you're out of these restaurants, watch your portion sizes, no sauces, no appetizers, and remember, the number one thing you can do all weekend long, okay, even if you got to go to a gas station and get a beef jerky or some almonds or a muscle milk or whatever it is, there's always something somewhere you can get. Every single 4 hours, taking a protein with a carb. That's key right there. One more thing, I like to keep my videos under 10 minutes. I know once I get going, I get going. But a lot of you out there really don't think you have enough time to eat. Okay, now this is the kind of a point I've always wanted to make on video, and now here we go. Now, the thing is, if you don't make time to eat every 4 hours, well, you're simply not going to lose any weight. Okay, because the body really doesn't care what your time schedule looks like. Your body doesn't care if you were at a baseball game all day and just weren't home to eat. Your body doesn't care if you had to work overtime. Your body doesn't care if you just couldn't fit in the meal for 8 hours. All your body cares about is it's not getting the nutrients in that it needs to burn off fat. Okay, if you don't give it the nutrients it needs, it's not going to burn out fat. Okay, it really doesn't care. So to combat that situation, taking a protein with the carb every 4 hours, and life is going to be so much easier for you. And then when you come to the gym on Monday to weigh in, you're probably going to be 1 to 2 pounds lighter if you can get through the entire weekend doing that right there. So hopefully these few things helped you out. I think I'm going to be doing videos like this every single weekend because the number one factor that holds people back in losing weight are the weekends. So I'm going to be here every single weekend with videos like this to help you guys out. So come see me at Impact Fitness on Broadway and Bradley. If you haven't tried my classes out yet, check my classes out. Pretty good. I got weight training 3 times a week as far as conditioning drills for half an hour, unlimited amount of times. I got 7 classes a day, so I'm here all day, every day. You can't miss me. Come check it out. Impact Fitness on Broadway and Bradley. Until next time, I'm Mike Neumann. Have a good weekend. I'm out of here.